My name is Devika. I'm a children's book author and illustrator. This week I read two fabulous books which I'm really happy to share with you guys. So let's begin. The first book is called Buddy and Earl. It was published in 2016 by Groundwood Books. It was written by Maureen Fergus and it's illustrated by Carey Sookocheff. It's a great book. It's a fun book. It tells you the story of this cute dog Buddy who's feeling bored and lonely on a rainy afternoon. And that day he finds this hedgehog in a box. And Buddy doesn't know who he is. So he asks the hedgehog, "Who are you?" That hedgehog is really naughty and he tells Buddy that he's a pirate. And from that they set off on this imaginative game of playing pirates who are sailing in the ocean. So they imagine that this sofa in a living room is their boat, and they enjoy this game. And what happens is mom comes and she sees all the mess they have made around, and she scolds Buddy. But since it was Earl's idea, Earl is the hedgehog's name, and he takes all the responsibility and he tells mom that it was my idea. And that time Buddy realizes that it doesn't make any difference who he is, what's his name. He's a true friend because he takes the responsibility and he doesn't let all the blame fall on Buddy. And from that on they become friends, and Buddy is very happy that he has somebody around to play with. I really love the illustrations. These are really cute, fun illustrations, simple line drawings. The story is amazing, the flow is great, and I think kids would enjoy reading this book. It's a great book for kids who are between 4 to 7. And what I have found that this is a first book from the series Buddy and Earl. This is a first book I have read from this series. And I really loved it, and I'm really looking forward to reading all the books from this series. The text is really funny, so I want you guys and your kids to read this book. It's highly recommended. Now let's move on to our second book. The second book, it's called Shelter. I got this book from the library because it is illustrated by my favorite artist, Leng. I had mentioned this in my first video that she's one of my favorite children's book illustrators. It's a great book. Not only the illustrations are great, but the story is really beautiful. It's written by Céline and it's illustrated by Leng. So this book was originally published in French, and last year it was translated into English, and it's published by Kids Can Press. This is a very important story because it talks about generosity, compassion, about helping each other, about kindness. So let's begin with this. So it's a story about a colony of animals who live in a small forest. So we see there is a family of rabbits, fox, squirrel, and birds. So one day they get a news that the storm is coming. So they make all the arrangements, they store the food, they are building their homes so that they can protect themselves from the storm. And as the news comes true, and the storm finally arrives. And with the storm, there comes two strangers, and these are two polar bears, and they are looking for the shelter to save themselves from the storm. But nobody is willing to help them. It's a human tendency that we always hesitate to somebody who we don't know or who look different. And that goes with the animals, and they take a step back and they are not willing to help these polar bears. These poor bears, they went on the hill, and suddenly the storm grows colder and wind turns white. It's snowing. And as you can see, these animals, they are not ready for the winter, and this fox den is about to fall down because of the weight of the snow. and this family goes out, and now they are looking for the shelter. But luckily, these polar bears are generous enough to help them. They share their tea with them, and they allow them, the fox family, into their den. It's a lovely story, and I think kids should read this. And what I found, it's not mentioned anywhere in the book, but what I found that this story speaks about global warming as well, because if you look at the illustrations, if you look at the flora and fauna they have shown in the forest, this place is not up in the north where snow falls usually. So those are my thoughts. That's what I thought, because since all the animals are not prepared for the snow, they are only prepared for the storm. Again, it's a great book. It's a good read for kids who are between 5 and 8. The illustrations are warm, and the colors she has used so earthy. I love the overall feel of the illustrations, because as you go through each and every page, you can actually see how the weather is changing, how the storm is coming. I'm a big fan of Queen Leng again, and I'm looking forward to review all her books, whichever are available in the store and on Amazon. I highly recommend this book, and have fun reading over the weekend. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to this channel, and I'll meet you soon with 2 new books. Till then, bye bye.